Hello, friends. So I'm sorry if I have been offensive in the past. Certainly, I never meant to be. Having been bullied in my childhood, well, from my earliest days, I was even bullied by my kindergarten teacher. No, seriously, she was just like a mean bully. It's like I was only 4 years old. My parents put me into the kindergarten program before I was really ready cognitively or physically, and she was just the meanest old bat you can imagine. Can you imagine your first experience with a teacher being so mean? But then, well, we had Mrs. Plasquelic in the first grade, and then we got switched to another person who was very mean, and then second grade Mrs. Sage, in third grade Mrs. Morrison. So I'm so thankful you were so kind to me and so good. And in fifth grade, Mrs. Boquist. Thank you. Jesus, I don't know why we moved around so much. I don't know. I mean, folks, please. Kyrie eleison. But I remember in the transitional period, after my parents had obtained their divorce or dissolution, whatever they would like to call it, I would stay up late at night and listen while my mom would fall asleep to like baseball games on the radio.
Well, where do I put that
Mr. My parents had a very nice hi-fi system. No, it wasn't Wi-Fi. It was hi-fi. It had an 8-track player. It had a cassette player. It was to me this was like forgive me. It was like music from heaven. Actually, Mr. A little person, he's like a little guy you want to hug. I mean, I don't have any sexual attraction towards these people. I mean, you think that I do, but I'm not the kind of a weird, lascivious person. I just love people for what they've done for me. Oh gosh, get over yourself, okay? Folks, but on the other side of salvation there is the threat of damnation, is there not? Because I remember there was this guy, my best friend and I, we just, before my parents got divorced, we fell in love with this particular person. He was kind of an atheistic, kind of a smarmy, arrogant, swaggering sort of personality. I mean, I would say that. And then he got into a car accident and they got brain damage. Well, now I'm smarter than he is. He used to be smarter than I was. He used to make fun of me. It's like, why you make fun of me? I love Jesus. Why would you want to pick on me? I love Jesus. Jesus is my life. But of course you got into a car accident. Maybe you have mental deficiencies now. But I have the same mental deficiencies I've always had. They're only taking another form. Oh, please, folks. Come on. Go. I'm not happy that I heard that he got into a car accident. David Pyer. P-I-A-R. David Pyer. My friend, let's talk confidentially right now. My friend Shannon and I, one time, she and I had a sleepover, and we pretended that David came, and when we were asleep, and he came and tried to kidnap us or something, like a pirate or something. We called him Plutum. I don't know why we called him Plutum. Old buddy, old pal. Plutum, old buddy, old pal. It doesn't make any sense, folks, but that's what we called. Whoops, I just dropped my mouse. Oh, yeah. We call him Plutum, old buddy, old pal. I don't know why we just were in love with that guy. I don't know. Why would you say weird things like that? Because I'm confident that I'm more intelligent than 75% of the people in the audience. I mean, I'm actually more intelligent than most of you. I know that I am because I have the grades to prove it. I have the sincerity also to prove that I am perhaps more righteous than you, because I devote my life. Gosh darn it, don't I devote my life to God? I mean, what else would I? Goodness gracious. Now let's take us back a few moments, Erica. Do you really want to do that? Because when I was a kid, our house got robbed, and I was prescient in that regard. I thought somebody was lingering around. They were hanging around, and I said, "Get out of here!" I said, "Get out of here!" Yeah, like used a man's voice when I was a little girl, and then they ended up robbing our house. But aside from that, we had this little plastic windmill that you would put stones on the bottom of so that it wouldn't turn over. And I thought I'd start doing some sort of a fall ritual. And God told me in no uncertain terms, you don't engage in pagan rituals. You don't do that. You're a Christian. Because when I was little, no, you're not. When I was little, I read the Daily Missal because my mother had a few copies of the Daily Missal, and I would actually carve Pop-Tarts into fourths, and I would act as if I were administering communion. And Mother said, "Don't do that, don't do that." And God said, "Now don't pretend as if you're a pagan person, like commemorating the change of the seasons. That's not right." So I didn't do that. I just don't do any. I just watch YouTube videos. Give me your soul. It will